So happy New Year, everybody. And a new year is the beginning of a new journey. And in the Old Testament, the children of Israel went on a remarkable journey. They left Egypt and eventually they were going to get to the promised land. A generation passed away because they didn't have the faith to accept what God wanted for them. But Joshua rose up and he said, God has spoken, Joshua chapter 4, we got to cross through the river and we got to go to the other side. And something incredible happened. The waters parted, all the people went through, and then God said to Joshua, tell all the tribes to choose one person, and they've got to go into that riverbed and take out a stone, bring it to the other side, and build an altar to God. A new year is a new journey, and there's many times we need to sit down and we need to think about what we're going to leave in 2022 and what we're going to pick up for 2023 that we can build our spiritual lives on. The children of Israel, what did they need to do? They needed to leave behind their identity as slaves. They used to be slaves in Egypt, and you know what? No more were they slaves. Now they were coming into an inheritance. They were possessors. They were going to be owners. They were the ones that carried the promise of God, no longer slaves. They needed to leave behind their faithless ways. Their parents didn't have belief, but God was raising up a new generation. I want to encourage you, think about the things in 2022 where you're going, I don't want to live with that or in that system or with those relationships anymore. I don't want to take that into 2023. But there's stuff that maybe you want to pick up right at the beginning of the year and say, I want to pick up quite literally my Bible this year and read it every single day. It's a practice that I do, 4 to 5 chapters every day. I read the Bible right through in 1 year. I want to pick up the weapon of prayer and just in my own way connect with God, whether you like praying on your knees or praying with a coffee mug in your hand. I don't know what you do, but this year, make sure it's not a prayerless year. Pick up the stone of prayer. Pick up the stone of God's word. Do you know what? Pick up the stone of good relationships, godly relationships. Maybe you're going to have to form brand new relationships this year that's going to make you the person, the spiritual giant that God has destined you to be. There's other things as well. Maybe you just need to pick up like new areas of diet. Just look after your body, look after your mind, your emotions, all that social media. Maybe that's something you want to leave behind in 2022. Maybe you want to drop that and pick up new habits for your life. All I know is that God is taking you on a journey from 2022 to 2023. Pick up the godly tools, those stones that you can build a brand new spiritual foundation on. So when you get to the end of 2023, you know what? You can go, the Lord was with me. God bless you this year.